What? Not that kind of movie. You're right.
Welcome back to Disney Date Nights, Week 2. We're going to be covering Beauty and the Beast from 1991. Not the remake, not the live action, not one of the other random versions, but the 1991 Disney animated classic. So grab your popcorn, grab a glass of wine.
Let's go!
We open on, oh my, very beautiful and pretty Les Mis France, eh? Stay focused. All right. We open on a beautiful scene of a beautiful castle ran by the most spoiled and rude prince in all the land. He's awful to anyone who doesn't fit his beauty standards, and his staff, well, they stand idly by while he does this. But this is for later in the story. Soon, you'll be brought to a sleepy French village nearby. There we will find Belle, a book-obsessed, adventure-craving young lass with zero interest in the local gym bro Gaston. Speaking of Gaston, oof, he thinks he's entitled to any and all women simply because he exists, and believes proposing means flexing and saying his own name a lot. Her dad, a creative inventor who gets lost, winds up in Beast's castle and ends up his prisoner. And then Belle later on finding him and volunteering as tribute to be the prisoner for Beast as long as Dad gets to go free. This Beast in question, a cursed prince who's part fur, part temper tantrum, and part just needs therapy. He and his staff were cursed earlier for how he treats others and them standing idly by. Him to this Beast, them into furniture. But wait, there's also a magical deadline. Make someone fall in love with him before the last petal drops from the rose on screen, or he stays furry and his singing furniture stay furniture forever. The furniture in question, a flirty candlestick, a clock wound up way too tight, and one very patient teapot, amongst others, who all steal the show. Will Beauty tame the Beast? Will Gaston ever learn he needs to work on narcissism? Spoiler, she does, and he doesn't. Warm up your singing voices, grab your date's hand, and get ready for Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Now that we've gotten a little bit of the story out of the way, let's talk about characters. If you can hear my pets playing, I am sorry. Belle, played by Paige O'Hara, is your dream girl, smart, independent, and the only person in the village who thinks reading is better than small talk. Here's a little bit of a spoiler there. It kind of is. She's basically the original I want more than this provincial life influencer. The Beast, voiced by Robbie Benson, starts as a roaring grump who smashes furniture like it's anger management practice, but ends up learning table manners and how to smile without scaring small children. Then there's Gaston, voiced by Richard White, giving us peak toxic masculinity. He is the guy who sings about how great he is, while his entire fan club chants his name like it's a cult following. Kind of is. And then let's get into the real MVPs. Obviously not getting into all the characters. I didn't go over Belle's dad. I didn't go over LeFou, but you know them. You probably love them. There's fans for every character. Lumiere, voiced by Jerry Orbach, the sauciest candlestick that ever was. Always ready with a wink and a French accent. Cogsworth, David Ogden Stiers voices him. Mrs. Potts, voiced by Angela Lansbury, the warm grandma teapot who dispenses life advice with every pore. These side characters steal the show. They're the reason the castle feels like the dopest group hang ever. There's so much more I could discuss, but if I did, we'd be here over an hour. Like I said, there's characters that I kind of missed. LeFou, the dad. There's other characters in the castle that I didn't discuss. But those are kind of the main ones to discuss, but we'd be here over an hour. Now we're going to go over the music. Not real deep into it, but we're going to go over the music a little bit. Alan Menken and Howard Ashman delivered a masterpiece with this one. Belle sets the small town vibe with catchy gossip energy. Gaston, which is the ultimate bro anthem, and kind of LeFou basically saying he's in love with Gaston. I know there's that whole controversy with the remake. I mean, just watch this movie. It's not a read into it. It's like this dude's obsessed with Gaston, and it's almost weird. Up next, Be Our Guest. Pure chaos and joy. Lumiere turns dinner into a Broadway spectacular. If your date doesn't smile during the dancing forks, maybe they aren't for you, man. Beauty and the Beast. Mrs. Potts version. Slow dance song that hits different every time you listen to it. The Ballroom Waltz, to tale as old as time. Again, Angela Lansbury again.
The sun will rise. Tune as old as song. Bittersweet and strange. Finding you can change.
Chef's Kiss. This soundtrack is date night gold overall. Play it softly in the background and pretend you're in the castle. Now, the heart and soul of Disney date night. The love story discussion, the good, the bad, maybe just questionable. Let's talk about it. Let's start with the good. This is a redemption romance at its finest. Belle looks past fur and fangs to see a kind heart. You know, once he stops throwing tantrums. The library gift scene is peak grand gesture. The iconic ballroom dance is Swoon City. You got the yellow gown, golden light, zero phones are interrupting. They don't pull out their phones during dinner. The whole night is just like a dream date, if you will. But at the heart of the movie, this film is learning you are worthy of love even if you're a major mess. For date night, it's inspiring. Hey, babe, let's be better versions of ourselves, preferably while twirling. Now let's get into the bad. With love, of course. Okay, let's address the elephant, or if you will, the beast in the room. Stockholm Syndrome. Speed run, but Stockholm Syndrome. Belle starts as a prisoner, Beast is her captor, and somehow a week later they're slow dancing and in love. Modern Therapy would have a field day with this. He yelled less today, so I love him now. Also, the timeline is suspiciously fast. I know it's a fairy tale, but let's talk about the timeline. You go from Get Out, or of course, You Can Starve, to I Love You faster than most Netflix series drop any episodes.
If you would join me for dinner, please.
No, thank you.
You can't stay in there forever.
Yes, I can.
Fine. Then go ahead and starve. If she 'Why did you come here?
I'm sorry.
I warned you never to come here.
I didn't mean any harm.
Do you realize what you could have done?
Stop.
Get out!
No.
Get out!
No. Please. Please. Please don't leave me. I love you.
3 days. It was 3 days. Although, I did a little bit of research. If you go by the actual life expectancy of a rose, that's being taken care of. Let's give it the major benefit of the doubt. You have an enchanted rose, it starts to wilt. Once a real rose starts to wilt, let's assume once it starts wilting, It is now going off of rules of a real, natural, real life rose. Roses tend to last at least 10 days and up to 14 days once it starts to wilt. And that's if it's being taken care of. And obviously, enchanted or not, this rose is being taken care of. So let's give it the benefit of the doubt and say 14 days pass between night one to I love you after Gaston falls to his death. Speaking of Gaston, creepy competitor energy for sure. Now, beyond competitor energy, let's talk about Gaston as a human being. He is a protector of the town. That is probably true. I heard the Villain Was Right podcast talks about that, how Gaston was probably the protector of the town, and I actually agree with them. But nowhere else is he a correct person or correct villain. He has major SA energy in a lot of ways. He is a walking red flag. And I mean, come on, he brings a wedding to her house. To her house. Not only without her knowledge, but without consent of marrying him. And we cannot forget when he decided he was going to blackmail her into marrying him. I mean, come on, that is R word city. Anyways, overall, this is a fairy tale, not a documentary, so you can forgive the red flags of Beast, but not Gaston, because freaking yikes. But nonetheless, we forgive Beast because the payoff is the magical transformation. She does choose him at the end. I mean, she does. She falls in love with him, whether he's a beast or not. She does choose Beast. So, as an audience, I think we kind of have to forgive him or give him some benefit of the doubt with his red flags and believe or trust that he has changed in that short amount of time. He probably hasn't, but again, this is a fairy tale. It has a happy ending because that's the way it was written, but that does affect the score. All right, let's get into overall verdict for Disney Date Night for Beauty and the Beast. Timeless romance, killer soundtrack, and enough laughs to keep things light. Perfect for a cozy night in. This earns it a solid 4 enchanted roses out of 5.
Oh boy.
Sorry, but it loses a rose simply for the prisoner to lover arc that it chooses to go with. Do I believe a friends to lovers can work? Yes. Do I think enemies to lovers can work? Yes. But I will never believe prisoner to lover can work. Never. So, unfortunately, not only does it lose a rose, the ranking for Do I Believe the Love Story obviously will be no. Please put in the comments what you think of this movie. What's your favorite scene? What's your favorite quote? It can be a Gaston quote. I don't care. Every character has its fans, like I said earlier about LeFou and the dad. So if you haven't watched this recently, I'm sure most people, especially if you clicked on this video, you've seen this movie. Watch it again. If you haven't watched it in a while, watch it again. It is fun. Do a little date night with your honey.
Oh God!
With your wife, with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, whatever they may be to you. Have a date night with them. Watch this movie. And I will see you next week for
Princess Mia's 21st birthday.
Mia Thermopolis has everything a girl could ever want.
I Town Mall. I'm glad you like it. This is so cool.
Except the one thing she's always dreamed of.
I'm ready for a romantic fairy tale love.
But destiny is going to give her a push in the right direction.
If Princess Mia is not married in 30 days,
What?
she forfeits the throne of Genovia to young Lord Devereaux.
Shut up. Grandma said shut up. Shut up.
Now,
May I blow in your ear?
a girl who's never been lucky in love
I'm getting married. To who? I don't know.
will lose her family's claim to the throne unless she can do the impossible.
How could Parliament expect me to fall in love in 30 days? Why don't we find out what kind of candidates are out there? Too old. Too young. Prince William. I absolutely accept. He's not eligible. I just love to look at him. Me too.
You're going to be gorgeous at your big Genovian wedding.
Comes a story about discovering who you really are.
I look like a moose.
But a very cute moose. Make all the boy moose go, wah!
Finding out what you really want.
Andrew, he's really nice. But it is possible that I have feelings that are not exactly hate for Nicholas. I loathe you. I loathe you. Do I want to know? I don't think so.
And deciding what it takes to make your dreams come true.
Do you think she can do it?
I've always believed in her.
Sorry.
Walt Disney Pictures presents Anne Hathaway, Julie Andrews,
Whatever choice you make, let it come from your heart.
The Princess Diaries 2, Royal Engagement.